Hey ghouls, happy weekend. It is Saturday. We are not working today. We are relaxing, we're hanging out, and we are getting excited for the start of spooky season, which for me, right now in my life, in this chapter, I feel like that really begins the weekend after fall, like the official day of fall. And we are always doing spooky things over here at the Happy Haunts Library, but right now is the beginning of like jack-o'-lantern season. It is just quintessential, traditional Halloween vibes from here on out until November 1st, because the magic of Halloween truly exists in the fact that it only happens once a year. So I really try to maintain the magic by keeping, this time, this very precious time, short and special. We are also crossing things off of our fall bucket list, and I feel like I'm getting really good at these fall drink recipes. This morning I tried an apple-inspired fall coffee drink that's iced, which is typically not my go-to. I'm more of like a warm coffee gal. I think the only thing I would change in the future is that maybe instead of doing apple cider, I might instead do an apple sauce to kind of make it just a little bit more syrupy, a little bit more thicker. I think that kind of flavor will make it more pronounced, because I did want apple. I wanted it to be apple forward, and it really wasn't. It was there, just not the most prominent flavor. And right now I'm gonna get to making some boo baskets, because I have a really fun afternoon planned with my sister, my mom, and my nephew. I already know they're gonna have some like little present for me, and my mom has already decorated for Halloween. I have my boo baskets for them. So this is kind of like our inauguration of spooky season. Besides the items that I purchased for my family, I did try to reuse a lot of the stuff that I already have. I tried not to get any of, the packaging and ribbons and, the crinkly paper, all those kind of things that make a gift look so adorable. I tried just to use what I already had and not purchase more, including the little baskets that I'm giving my mom and my sister. They were actually the little flower girl baskets where they had like their little rose stems inside that they were handing out to guests as they walked down the aisle. So reusing those I thought would be very smart, because I literally have no other use for them. I gotta head out really soon, so let's get to making these boo baskets, which is probably one of my favorite things to do to kick off spooky season. Okay, I'm really excited. I just got to my mom's, and I was just thinking about how like the best part about giving gifts is the part where like it's like right before, and there's like that excitement and just like hoping that they love it as much as you loved putting it together. I'm just really looking forward to hanging out with my mom, my sister, and her son, because it's been quite some time since we've had some quality time together, and the season that we're entering into, spooky season, it's always a time of like family and coming together, and just like Christmases too as well, which has come down the pipeline sooner than we know it. I'm just getting into spooky season mode, and then to see like Christmas stuff on the shelves is like very odd, but thus is corporate capitalism. Anyway, I have some gifts to give and yeah. Oh my God, I see him. Ah, I'm coming. He's so cute. What is this? Is this for me?
It's limited edition. It's The Simpsons. It's every day for Halloween. You take out, something's in there. It's a calendar.
Oh, it's like the countdowns. And these earrings are so cute. Some glass.
That's like a good color.
Yeah, some glass settle. Hi, Troy.
These are the new releases.
Got some pumpkin cheesecakes. Looking good.
They taste like a pumpkin pie.
Movie time. Halloween 3. Okay, Mom, what do you think? Do you love it? Hate it? Somewhere in between?
I liked it in the beginning. There were too many questions unanswered.
Plot holes? I agree. I did love the masks, though. I thought that was like a really fun like horror aesthetic. The bright green witch and the really bright orange. I thought that was fun. And then what happens when like people wear the masks, I thought that was like really dark. But I don't know, the ending just felt like a little flat, a little anticlimactic, and then like the romance in there was like, what? Like, where did that happen? So yeah, it doesn't really like, if I didn't know it was a John Carpenter movie, I wouldn't have known because it was so weird and like not what I associate with him as like, you know, he directed The Thing and The Fog, I think. A little strange, but I'm glad I watched it because it's very like Halloween-y, so it's perfect for this time of year.
What happens when you press play?
April 20, the six of us met tonight.
Now that was a good movie. How many stars for The Fog?
I love The Fog. 4 out of 5.
4 out of 5. Okay, you love it.
Yeah, I love it. I can watch it again.
I just got home from my mom's and Thomas was so awesome. He actually brought up all of our Halloween decor because tomorrow we are putting up some small touches of spookiness around our home now that I have like the fall stuff up, and I'm just like kind of shocked at how much we have. So let me show you. First up here, we have these 3 boxes right here filled to the brim, and then we have this cardboard box right here. There's stuff in here, not full, but like, you know, it's needed, obviously. I have 2 more boxes filled to the brim with Halloween decor. So tomorrow, before I start putting anything up, I'm gonna go through these and just start culling. Like, what do I love right now? What isn't really fitting me anymore that I've like kind of aesthetically outgrown? Things need to go. And I can't believe I forgot to mention this morning that I actually finished Over the Garden Wall. It had like 3 more episodes to go. So it was really fun to watch that while I was drinking my little like apple cider coffee drink. And it had me in my feels at the end. Like I wasn't really connecting with the characters as intensely as like I feel like most people do with the show until I think like the second last episodes. I was like, oh my God, this is so sweet, so cute, very sentimental, and I really love the way it ended. So I see why people love Over the Garden Wall because it's cute, it's sweet, it's very autumnal, and I think I would watch it again in the future, but I think I'd watch it like all at once as if it's like a movie. That's something that my friend Catherine on here mentioned. So I think that's a good tip because everything is like very cohesive throughout all 10 episodes. Good morning and happy Sunday. I'm over here enjoying my caramel apple butter coffee. I think the coffee was so good because everything was apple, even the coffee beans themselves. These are from Bones Coffee. And then on top, there was the maple brown sugar cold foam. I'm super obsessed. And these Monin syrups, I'm really vibing with them. This caramel apple butter one was delightful. And then of course, you need some cinnamon and nutmeg. This is me just like rolling out of bed and just getting straight to like Halloween decorating because I just know how big of a task this is going to be, how much energy it takes. Like if you've decorated your home, you know, and then if you've also filmed it, you know the extra layer of exhaustion that comes with this. So I'm really just trying to go slow with myself, be gentle. The only other thing on my agenda for today, besides resetting for my work week, getting my lunches together, my work bag, all that stuff, is to go to a Halloween craft market in my town. I am so hyped for this. It is officially called a Falloween market. So there's going to be vendors that have spooky goods, whether they're crafts, stickers, clothing, food, a whole lot of fun things that are perfect for getting into the Halloween spirit, which is like literally my whole goal this weekend. I'm taking a moment to have a little breakfast break because I don't know about you, but my brain just tends to like hyperfixate when I have any goal in front of me that I'm working on, like work or even something fun like this, which is like decorating. I tend to just like blow past all of my bodily needs, whether it's like using the restroom, eating food. So I'm really trying to be more intentional about like literally just taking care of myself. And as you can tell behind me, I have taken off a lot of my summer decor off of the shelves, off of the wall. That's kind of like step one for me, like remove everything that is out of season, or I just want to make room for, more Halloween stuff in that area. And then I did some cleaning as well. So that feels good to kind of have a blank canvas in front of me to work with. And year after year, Halloween decorating always just like stresses me out. And I think it's because I always do like an overhaul and I do my whole home all at once typically, and I just don't think that works for my brain. So I'm kind of breaking it down into smaller projects, and then those small projects, I'm like, how can I break this down even more? So for today, this morning, all I'm focusing on is the surfaces in my dining area. And even like over here behind me, like my desk area, I don't even think I'm gonna mess with that right now because I have my whole idea in my brain to kind of make this like a Phantom Manor, Haunted Mansion-esque area that's also workable for me because I have my laptop there. This is kind of like my office space. And I wanted to infuse a lot of my wedding decor and like my wedding keepsakes in there as well because I still have not gotten the joy from that out of my system yet. And I want to add some cobwebs and just like make it very like Haunted Mansion-esque without any kind of like trademark merchandise that makes it very like in your face. So I have some of my keepsakes here that I really want to like add in, put a plant here, like just a lot of fun stuff I already own. So before I add any of my decor and kind of make my vision a reality, I wanted to add a little apartment friendly wallpaper to the back as like a really fun pop of pattern, probably a large pattern for like such a small space. We have some really fun things online. So before I start adding anything over there, I want to order that and then have that come in, and then I'll kind of make the space something magical. As you can see, I also have a lot of frames that need some photos, and I was for sure going to be using wedding photos because that totally goes with the theme, and they're also photos that are taken like at the Winchester Mystery House. So I have many frames in here that need some photos, so I wanted to order those before I start placing them in my little desk area. So I have several surfaces in this area that I can add some stuff to, and I kind of already have some ideas on where I wanted to place things, but also I think I need to spend some time culling through my collection like I mentioned last night. I do think that that'll kind of help my brain. It's overwhelming having so much decor to choose from, so maybe it might be a better idea for my brain if I first start culling through what I already have, start unhauling stuff. Okay, serious business over here. Okay, so right in front of you, we have the two overflowing boxes of Halloween decor that I am unhauling. And these are the ones where I'm like, okay, I know for sure that I've either outgrown it, I've learned that I don't like it. Over time, it became very clear to me once the excitement of finding Halloween as like a lifestyle kind of subsided a little bit, the dust had settled. I realized, like, for example, I'm not a skeleton person. Why do I have this? I don't know. I love the bright orange color, but other than that, like, I feel like I've seen things at Marshall's that are like little placemats that I love way more than this, and I'd rather have those things in my home than one of these. And for many of these pieces, like, I don't know why I purchased them. A lot of unexpected reflection going on today, but I really value financial stability and independence, so I want to make sure that anything I bring home in the future are things that I'm like over the moon obsessed with, or I know there's a place in my home for them. And I just feel like these, I don't need these things. In years past, this has just been something that really overwhelmed my brain. Like cognitively, I was just, yeah, it hurt. It was like just a brain pain. It's kind of hard to explain. And then I, want to film it. And that just adds a whole nother layer of thinking and cognitive overwhelm. But right now I'm not experiencing that. So that's really nice. And if I don't get to like actually decorating stuff today, I think that's okay. It's fine. It's actually not even October yet. That's coming up at the end of this upcoming week. So it's okay to go slow. And these are things I'm saying for you if you need that message, but mostly for me. I'm really proud of myself this year for pushing back against a lot of the messaging I've internalized from, just consuming a lot of Halloween content online. So it's nice to know that like I'm coming to my own conclusions and taking what works for me from what I learn online, letting go of the things that haven't been. Like, for example, I feel like there's a lot of people online who put up their Halloween decor at the start of September, and that just didn't resonate with me right now. And it for sure isn't easy to like go against the tide of what other people are doing online, especially when I know that's like what viewers expect to see in my own videos. So it's difficult. That's not easy to be different than the rest of, or maybe not even the rest of, but like most of people in your niche. But you just kind of have to do what you feel is right, because at the end of the day, like, this is my hobby. This is not my job, creating Halloween content. So then it's like, okay, well, why care, Lauren? Like, just do you. It's like not that big of a deal, but sometimes you just get stuck in your head a little bit. And, because I have a channel like this, I could talk these things out and I can get to a place where I feel like I'm aligning with my values and what feels right for me. My next step here, before I get ready to go to that Halloween fair, is to first categorize all the decor that I want. So like these guys right here, they're not going to be part of that equation, but I have tons of stuff behind me that, I did make a dent in it, so I'm proud of that, but there are still a lot of things here. I think my next step for the decor that I'm keeping is to group them into categories in terms of like where I want to place them, and then adding things into like the ways I want them to be added. There's a lot of stuff here. It's very overwhelming. It's like these things could go into many different places. And so kind of already seeing the amount of things I want to place in one area and then making decisions there before I think about like how to place them in the space. It just seems like it's going to work so much more for my brain. Over here, I just have a random assortment of different decor pieces that go on a surface. Then over here, I have kitchenware, drinkware, stuff I use when I'm hosting a party. And then the last box I created was this one here, where I have just basically like anything that goes up on a wall, plus costumes and like different lighting, whether they're twinkly lights or this little jack-o'-lantern here. I am all tuckered out. I think I started this journey around 10 a.m. It's now quickly approaching 1, which is the time I wanted to start getting ready, hopping in the shower for my Halloween market adventure. But I'm feeling very good about where I'm ending things for today. I always overshoot how much I am realistically going to do when it comes to decorating. Like, I thought I'd actually start putting things up, but not today. And that's totally fine. Just like accepting that, I can't overextend myself just to like have that final end product be what I want when I want it, because then the journey isn't fun. And then like, what's the point in that? All right, we're here. I'm making my way on over to the market, and I even actually have my little Halloween 90s from elementary school trick-or-treat bag for all my goodies I hopefully get. I was already able to see the line as I was driving over, and I love to see that there's a long line, lots of spooky ghouls there. I spy with my little eye a little pumpkin. There are so many cute things. Kind of overwhelming, so I'm just gonna do a little lap.
That one look a little further. And then I'll do one Oreo as well.
So cute. Well, that was fun. I'm walking out. I think like 30 minutes after I arrived, there wasn't that much stuff there. And the things that were there weren't really my vibe. Like a lot of stickers, earrings, I have enough. A lot of Labubus and Labubu clothing, crochet things that I'd rather make than like buy. However, it was really funny because I actually ran into one of my coworkers who's like an aide in my classroom with her wife. So that was like a pleasant surprise and just so lovely to be able to know that like I have a spooky ghoul that I know in my life. So yeah, that made me feel so happy. So I'm really proud of myself for going out and doing something that, you know, nobody else really wanted to go to, but I did. And I actually had 2 people on Bumble BFF from this new spooky book club that I started on there. You can do like groups. It's like a new thing, new feature that they have on Bumble BFF. So I had 2 people who were supposed to come, but last minute they weren't able to, but I came anyways. So I don't know, can we talk about how hard it is to like make friends in your 30s? It's rough, but I'm really trying to find people in my area that love Halloween and horror so we can do spooky in-person things together. So yeah, the mission continues, the goal we're trekking on. I love that I only got 3 things and I'm still just like delighted to no end to be able to like carry around this bad boy with me. Brings me back to my childhood. When I look at this, I'm just endlessly happy. Most importantly, what is inside? Well, not much, but I'm very excited about what I did get. So when I saw these, I immediately was like, I need them. They're calling my name. I got 3 adorably spooky cake pops. I'll be the first to admit that I am a pastel-Halloween hater. I'm just like over it. It's too much. We're saturated with it. But these little guys are undeniably cute. This one is a little mummy under wraps and they're all different flavors. So yeah, I have to support small businesses. Pretty sure it was like a Mexican-American woman run. So I love it. We love it. Okay, so I know that's not much of a spooky Halloween haul. However, I've been holding on to a few other small business packages that I've been waiting for like the perfect time to unbox on here. The first one was actually from Darkwave Candle Company, which I won in a giveaway. I never win giveaways. From candles to wax melts, it's an incredible company and I just love their packaging. Opening this up here, I just feel like small businesses, they know how to treat a lady. We have some really cute stuff here, like a little grab bag of goodies. We have a cute little thank you letter. I love these little treasures. They're just like so unexpected. Okay, let's bust this open because I'm in the mood to smell some really yummy things. Ooh, what's this? All that is left of her, a hat, a cauldron, and her cursed little spider. Keep them close, they might bring a little magic your way. I'll take whatever magic I can get, how cute. Let's get to the wax melts. Oh my God, Hex on the Beach, coconut tonka and orange. Okay, I gotta sniff, Me and packaging, literally. Okay, nobody told me that when you get acrylic nails, all use and control over your fingers, just like, it goes, it's gone. Oh my God, that's lovely. It like, okay, yes, like the first thing you smell is coconut, but then there's like this muskiness. It's probably the tonka. Oh my God, but like a brightness of the orange. I wanna burn that one like immediately. The perfect accompaniment to any kind of like tiki drink making. Okay, diving a little deeper into the depths, we have 2 wax melts here. We have Creepsicle and then I Love You Pumpkin. Okay, I'm really hyped for the I Love You Pumpkin one because it's like definitely cliche Halloween. So let's open up Creepsicle first. Let's see if I can actually do it. My God, what an amazing giveaway. Thank you, Darkwave, for spoiling a girl. I'm expecting this scent to like kind of harken back to my childhood summers where you're just like hanging out at the park with the homies and you have the ice cream man and the truck is coming around with the jingle that we all know and you order your orange popsicle. Oh my God. Yes, and there's a little sparkle in here as well. I Love You Pumpkin, pumpkin and cashmere notes. Oh, fun, okay. This is more like a fresh pumpkin. This feels like an early morning wax melt where, you know, you're doing some cleaning, you want something like it's kind of fresh in the air, but it's fall, so you want something really sweet, or a little dash of it, not too much. I love this. I feel like pumpkin is typically, combined with vanilla or cinnamon, like a spice, that kind of thing. But this is fun. This is unexpected. This is different, but it works. I'm feeling like such a spoiled little ghoul. Thank you, Darkwave Candle Company, for gifting these to me in that giveaway. I am 1000% ordering more things because these just smell so fun, so unique, and just so spooky. It is really easy to get lost in the spooky sauce and forget what this time of year is all about. I'm definitely a nihilist in the sense that like life to me means nothing. Like you create meaning, and holidays have just kind of, in all honesty, been an excuse for me to honor my values. And a big one for me is definitely community and relationships. And I feel like this weekend is me really sticking to what I started to manifest at the beginning of my fall preparations, which is like really doing things this time of year with other people. It is so easy to just be tired and be home. And like, I love my homebody life. I love my cozy hobbies and just hanging out here and making this space, safe and, just a place to kind of like build myself back up when I feel like I'm burning out from work and all my obligations and adulting. However, I think it's really easy to like go in the direction of like self-isolation, and it's actually going to be counterproductive. But I think it's easy for me to mistake the effort it takes to like be social, to be around other people, with like me being tired or me just like not feeling up to it or whatever. Like it does take a lot to like put yourself out there. And so I just want to always make sure I'm like pushing myself past that threshold, because yes, it's like, the whole adage of like, oh, it's so nice like when somebody cancels plans and you get to just like hang out by yourself or whatever. I've just found that when I push past the initial hesitancy to like be social, whether it's with my family, with friends, meeting new people who hopefully become friends, I always know I like get more than I realized on the outset from that. I'm feeling connected. I'm feeling seen. I'm feeling like I have people who have my back, and I just don't think I get that same sense of connection on my own. And to a certain extent I do, because like, I'm building that connection with myself when I'm here being a homebody, but there is definitely power in being with other people, especially now when it's so easy to just like hide away in your home, knowing how the world is being and existing and how people are using their power. I think we need each other now more than ever. And Halloween is the perfect excuse to be with folks and to love on folks and yourself. Thank you for being one of those people who brings so much love and light to my life, no matter where you are in the world. I really appreciate you watching my spooky little life, these moments that, aren't my entire life, but they're important pieces of it. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. Let me know what spooky shenanigans you've been getting up to, as now we are officially in fall, and I'll see you all at my next video. Bye.